at FightHack.com here at BJ Flores, cruiserweight contender. What did you think of the fight tonight?
I was sitting a little far away, so I probably didn't get as good a look at the fight as I would have liked to. But I thought, I was talking to some of my colleagues here, and a lot of people thought that Hopkins won. I had Calzaghe winning based on his activity. I couldn't maybe see some of the counter punches Bernard was landing if he was landing them. So I thought Calzaghe won, but I thought it was a good competitive fight, a lot of close rounds. I don't think you can really bicker or complain either way because it was such a close fight.
You're living here training with Kenny Adams. How have those workouts been?
Oh, it's great. Kenny's a very great trainer, to say the least. He's got a lot of history. He's been around a long time, so he knows what he's talking about. I actually live in Phoenix, but I come up here for all my training camps, so I'm up here 5 or 6 weeks at a time before each fight. But it's great. Kenny's got a lot of knowledge and a lot of insight, and I feel like I'm getting better with him.
So what's next for you?
We're trying to work on that right now. I'm trying to see if we have something coming up this summer, maybe ESPN or Television Tour or something like that. But I'm actually out here with, talking with a couple people and just trying to make I can't really say anything yet, I guess. But I'm trying to find out when the next fight will be. Probably this summer. ESPN, hopefully something of that nature, and then hopefully later this year on a big network.
And speaking of that, you were on ESPN in studio and you did a tremendous job. You got a lot of positive feedback from the fans. Is that something you consider in the future?
Absolutely, yeah. The doors are always open for that. I love commentating. I love boxing. It's something I've always loved. So as far as the commentating goes, I would absolutely be open to anything like that, and that is something I wish to pursue after boxing.
And coming from Northern Nevada, we're well-known, we're good friends with the Hinkie brothers. How are they doing?
Oh, you know what? Actually, Tyler and Derek. Tyler actually helped me quite a bit for my last fight with Darnell Wilson. Tyler was one of my main sparring partners for that fight, and I think he's someone definitely to watch out for. He's losing some weight. He's getting better, and I think he's going to be coming up real fast. So, good luck to him as long as he stays focused on it.
And David Hay, we talked to him earlier. He had some nice things to say about you, about taking over that cruiserweight division. What do you feel about your possibilities, and how quickly do you see yourself up there?
Well, I think I can, as long as I get the opportunity. It all has to do with getting the opportunity. So I got to get with the right people. I got to get the right fights, and as long as those two things happen, I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah. And the breakthrough performance with Darnell, it finally got you a step up, got you more notice when everybody had considered you a prospect, and now they really know what you can do. What do you do now to reach the next level?
I think I need to solidify that. I think I need to fight another top 10 or top 15 guy and go out and beat someone else. And there's nothing really anybody can say. I don't see a lot of the top 10 guys trying to fight 2 top 10 guys in a row unless they're fighting for the world title. They're not just trying to randomly fight top 10 guys. You kind of look over in Europe and see what those guys do. While they're maintaining their position, they're fighting guys that they have no business fighting, guys that are blowing out. So I want to fight top guys. I want to fight tough guys, and I think that's the only way I can show people that I want to solidify where I'm at and legitimize where I'm at.
Yeah, and do you have a little bit of a different schedule for most fighters? You don't train on Sundays and Mondays. Would you mind speaking a little bit about that and what your spirituality, how that helps you in the ring?
Yeah, what I do is Sunday, I believe, like the Bible says, a day of rest, and I always rest on Sundays. Mondays, it depends. Saturdays, Mondays, it kind of depends on what my trainer feels like, how I did during the week. If he feels like maybe I was a little behind, maybe I do train one of those days. If not, then maybe I lay back. So, my trainer's got a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. I know my body very well. I know what I can and can't do. So, depending on how I feel during the week, what kind of week it was, we kind of take it, play it by ear to see what days we knock off, or if we knock off any days at all.
All right, anything to say in closing?
No, I'll fight high up. I appreciate you guys putting me out there, and look for me in the future in the next couple months to make big fights. David Hayes out here walking around, the cruiserweight champion of the world. I saw Enzo Macronelli in there. I actually played black tag, a couple hands right next to him, and I bumped him and said, "Hey, what about that fight?" So we'll see what happens.
And that's how is it being here and actually being known among a group of stars and celebrities, and yet I was hearing a lot of fans pointing you out, saying that's BJ Flores. How does it feel to now have reached at least maybe that level where you're getting more recognizable for having been in obscurity for a while since you turned pro?
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice, but at the same time, my thing is I want to prove it in the ring. I want to go out there and I want to beat top guys, regardless if fans are recognizing me or if they're not. I want to go out there and do it in the ring over and over and over again. It's nice, yeah, that's part of boxing, but I want to go out and beat top guys. That's when I'm really going to feel nice, when I got a championship belt around my waist.